It's the last Saturday of the month, May. So as you know, is the Q&A session. Today, I have a swollen eye. I don't know if you guys can see. So that's why I have to put on the glasses so that I could cover that. So today is the Q&A session of the Study Abroad podcast. So all you need to do is to either type your questions in the comment section, or there's a link you can use to join me live, and then I'll be happy to respond to your questions. We do this Study Abroad podcast this and every Saturday, and today we had to push it a little bit forward, so that my okay. So Facebook is giving us a problem. Let's see. Okay, so Facebook deleted it. Let's see if we can remove it on Facebook and put it there again. All right, so if you do have questions, you can either type it in the comment section, or you can request live and join me, and then I'll be happy to respond to your questions. Because we are live on video, if you join us, you need to put on your video, so it makes it easier. So at the moment, for people who are interested in applying for 2027 admissions, remember that this is the time to start. So this is the time to start gathering your documents when it comes to your transcript, your certificate, recommendations and all that. If you are working on transcript evaluation, this is the time to start, so that a lot of universities will open the fall 2027 or spring 2027, applications when somewhere in August. So if you start putting your documents together now, if you start writing the SOP, when the schools open, then you can start putting your applications in for the spring semester, which begins in January 2027, and fall semester, which begins in August 2027. Also, last week I spoke about the various types of transcripts that you can use for your applications. So we spoke about the official transcript, which is the one you take from your school when it is in a sealed envelope, or when your school use their institutional email to directly send it to the university abroad that you are applying to. That is considered as official. So for when you're working on transcript evaluation, for example, after you uploading your transcript, the evaluation body allows you to tell your university to directly send your transcript to them, or you can have a sealed copy, which is considered official, and then mail it to the evaluation body. The second category of transcript we have is the unofficial. When you take this transcript from your school, once you open it and you have the opportunity to see it, it's considered unofficial. So the unofficial transcript is an official transcript which has been opened or which you have access to. And then we said the next one is the evaluated transcript. UDS has a CGPA point of 5.0, UCC has 4.0, and then Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology uses CWE. Different universities have different grading system. So when normally you're applying to Ireland or Canada or the US, some institutions want to ensure that you have the same scale as what they use, so that your qualification will be comprehensible or understandable to them. And sometimes they also want to verify that indeed you are the individual who attended the said institution, and indeed you graduated from the same. Some individuals could come up with their own transcript. So the evaluation is very helpful, because if you have a low CGPA, if you have a very poor CGPA, it pushes it up, especially when you convert it to the US system. And there are several institutions you can use to get the evaluated transcript. The popular one is what we call the World Evaluation Services, or the WES. And then there is Pantran, there's ECE, there's a lot of them. And so there is official transcript, unofficial transcript, and we have the evaluated transcript. The fourth type of transcript that we have is the incomplete one. So if you're in level 400 and you have up to level 100 to 300 transcript, it means that it is an incomplete transcript. However, the good thing is that most universities, especially in the US, allow you to use the incomplete transcript to apply. So if you're in level 400 now, you have from first semester level 100 to, let's say, the last semester level 300, which means you have 6 semesters or 3 years of transcript. You are actually waiting to complete level 400 so that you get the complete transcript. However, most institutions allow you, while you're in level 400, to be able to use from level 100 to 300 transcript to work on your application and still be able to get admission and scholarship. The study abroad process takes some time. So, when you apply, let's say you will be graduating next year, 2027. If you're going to start your application in August, where you can use 6 semesters of transcript to apply, by the time you graduate in August, then you have gone through the admission, the scholarship, the visa process. So by the time you graduate in 2027, then you have the complete transcript to send it to the school. However, the university will be willing to use the 6 semesters or the 3 years of transcript to, review your application and give you admission. The challenge a lot of people have in doing this is if they've not graduated from their school, then they may not be able to get maybe English proficiency letter, maybe recommendation, and some other document. However, this works. The last type of transcript, so we spoke about the official transcript, unofficial transcript, evaluated transcript, and then we also spoke about the incomplete transcript. The last one is what we call the statement of resource. So when you print out, maybe you have, for example, UCC has a portal, student portal, where you could view all your results and all that. You could print your statement of results from there, and normally it has unofficial watermark within them. And you can still use this to work on your application if your university would accept it. The name is The Fred Effect. This is the biggest study abroad content platform. If you are just joining us, you're welcome. Today is the Q&A section of the Study Abroad podcast. So all you need to do, if you're watching us on TikTok, you're welcome. Tap on the screen. And if you are also watching us on Facebook, welcome. YouTube, we are live on Instagram. We're also live on X or Twitter. And so click on the like button, share so that other people can benefit from the ideas and information we are sharing. I have these glasses on because I have a swollen eye, and so I'm just using this to cover it. Type your questions in the comment. I'll be happy to respond to them. You can also use the link I'm sharing on the screen, to the link I'm sharing in the comment section. Just click on it. You can join us live in the studio. When you join, please put on your video so I can see you, and also mute your get a quiet location so that you wouldn't be distracting people who are listening to us. So let's see. Opoku Edward, let me know if you're ready. When you're ready, I'll bring you on and then we are good to go. Hi, Opoku. Hello, Opoku. Can you hear me? Opoku Edward. Okay. It looks like Opoku is not ready. Emilia, if you're ready to come on. Okay. So let's see. Let's check TikTok and also. So yes, if you're watching us on TikTok, you can type your comment in the your questions in the comment section as well. Yes, so Sir Sam, we do have a team. So all you need to do is to send us your transcript. So currently the Fred Effect team assists within if you have a high school qualification, you're interested in applying for a bachelor's degree, all you need to do is to send us your high school results. And then we will let you know the other documents you need to put together and then how we can support you for free. So our team is the only team that handles undergraduate applications for free. Also, if you are interested in a master's or PhD, it's simple. Either on Instagram or X or Facebook or TikTok, just send us your transcript and then we'll take it from there. So it makes it easier. The Fred Effect team also assists with the payment of service fee. If you're preparing for a visa interview, you need to pay the service fee. Unfortunately, you cannot pay it from Ghana. And so all you need to do is to generate your service coupon, send it to us on our various social media platforms. We will assist you with the payment in the shortest possible time. Let's see. Kate, let's see who is on. Okay. So Nanayao, if you could request and then come on, that would be helpful so that I could respond to your question as well. Hey Daniel, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Yeah, what's your question?
Please, I want to ask if
If you can mute the TV or the background noise, that would be super helpful so we can hear you clearly.
hello.
Go ahead, I'm listening. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Please,
go
I
ahead
want
with your
to
question.
ask I want to ask what's next after looking through the requirement and booking a section.
When you say looking through the requirement and booking a section with who?
With the agro visa.
Yeah, so you get to have a date and a time that you're going to meet with an ex visa officer, and that would depend on the package that you select. The meeting length.
Network, no.
Okay, so our internet messed up, but we're back. All right, so Ray is joining us on YouTube and said, "Greetings, Mr. Fred. Please, I have my UCC unofficial transcript and evaluated transcript from West. Can I merge both for Garrett applications?" So this is a good question, Dr. Ray. So depending on the institution you're applying to, you will get to know whether they require the evaluation or they don't. So if you're applying to an institution that do not require the evaluation, it means that you should use your unofficial transcript from UCC. If you're applying to an institution that requires evaluation, if there is an opportunity for you to upload upload one. However, for most institutions that do not require the transcript, that do require the transcript evaluation, they will ask you to tell the evaluation body. So, for example, they will ask you to give their details to Wes so that Wes will send the evaluated transcript directly to them. So, if you don't necessarily have to merge them because it's the same thing. Mostly, the evaluated transcript, your CGPA is a little bit higher compared to the unevaluated one. So if I were you, I'd rather decide to, apply to institutions that require the evaluation so that you will be, your credentials will be assessed based on the boosted or the evaluated CGPA. Let's talk to Daniel. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing? Daniel, please unmute your microphone. Your microphone is muted. Hi, how are you doing, Daniel? You've still muted your microphone. You have to unmute it.
Okay, please. Is it now okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Please, I have a degree in education, social studies,
Okay.
but I wish to have a master's in education. So if there could be any help for me.
Okay. So yes, there will definitely be. Which institution did you graduate from? If you remember your CGPA too, what is it?
My GPA was 2.4, above 2.4.
Okay. So
And
you
I
have to.
completed Valley View University.
Okay. So with such a CGPA, you have to go through what we call the transcript evaluation, so that will boost your CGPA. Most universities, they will prefer 2.5, 2.6, or 7 and above. So with the 2.4, it's not a problem. If you are able to go through what we call the West transcript evaluation, then it will boost your CGPA so that you use that for application. And apart from your transcript, there are other documents that you need to put together. So you need to find your certificate. You need to also get recommendation. You need to have an English proficiency letter from Valley View University. And, you need to have a passport as well. But the first thing I would want you to work on is that the 2.4 CGPA is low. You are going to compete with people who have higher CGPAs. To be able to help you, please go through what we call the transcript evaluation. Our team can assist you to do the evaluation if you need help with it. You just have to send us a message on any of our social media platforms. We'll take your transcript and help you with a transcript evaluation. After we are done, then you have to look for the other document, and then we will proceed from there. Thank you for joining, Daniel. All right. So if normally when people, I have seen people with 1.9, 1.8 CGPA go through the transcript evaluation. It pushes them up. And then when you do that, now the mistake people make is that when they pay for transcript evaluation, they end up applying to universities that do not require the evaluation. So if you pay for transcript evaluation, knowing that your CGPA has shot up, what you have to do is to only apply to institutions that would require transcript evaluation. Other than that, if you apply to universities like maybe University of Alabama, they don't take transcript evaluation. It means they are still going to consider your low CGPA or review your low CGPA for the application. You understand? So when you are applying to, when you know that this is my everybody has a weakness in their profile. Sometimes it's people's CV, and you can do a lot of things about your application. A lot of people think that once I'm done with university and then I have my transcript, that's all. My CGPA is determined. I cannot do anything about it. No, the CV you have, if you give it to people who are well versed in the process, they could refine it for you. The statement of purpose you have written could be better. The writing sample could be reviewed and made better than what you have. You can write GRE to boost your chances. If you have a low CGPA, you can go through transcript evaluation and then change your CGPA. You understand? So there's always something. All you need to do is to sort of trust in yourself that this thing is possible. Don't give up on the surface of the information and the knowledge you have, because it could always be better. All right, if you're just joining us, you're welcome. And this is the Study Abroad podcast. We always invite people who have been through the process to share their journey, their experience with us, so that you who want to go through the process would understand and know how to go about it. Today is the last Saturday of the month, and so every last Saturday of the month we do what we call the Q&A session, so that you ask us all the questions you have, and then we provide expert answers to them. Let's talk to Daniel. Daniel.
Yeah, Mr. Fred, I just came a while ago, but my network was messing up. I was asking
Okay.
what's next after my book a session with the Agro Visa.
Yeah, so they are going to send you a link. Of course, you have opportunity to select a date and a time, and then you mix with an ex-visa officer. So they will send you the Zoom link or the Google Meet link, and then you meet with them. And so during the meeting, your whole situation will be assessed, and then they'll give you the best way forward in terms of how to go about your visa application.
Okay, Mr. Fred. So I want to ask, after I send my transcripts, two recommendation letter, my passport, and my results to you, and we reviewed, what do I do next actually?
Okay, so are you applying for visa? Because what you asked about Agro Visa is about visa.
It's cool. I mean, I'm applying for a school.
Take your time, Daniel. What do you actually need help with?
A school application.
What qualification do you have?
Diploma, high school.
You have a high school qualification or a diploma? Which one?
High school, yeah, high school.
Why are you not sure about your own qualification?
High school,
So
senior high school is WASI.
Okay. So which year did you graduate?
Last year.
Why are you not sure about everything? Are you asking the question for somebody or is for yourself?
I'm asking for my twin sisters.
So, you have to take your time, relax, be at the background. I'll bring you on. Type the information you have about them because it's them, looks like you're not sure. And let's talk to people who are very sure now. So type ask them about the information, then I'll bring you on and you ask me, because it looks like your questions are all over. You're asking about Algo visa, you're asking about diploma, you're not very sure. So take your time, take your sister's information, write them down. I'll bring you on. When I have enough information, I'll be able to respond to you. All right, let's go to another person. So when you join, please put on your video so that I'll be able to, when I see that, I'll be able to bring you on stage. You can join us. If you're wondering how to join us, just check the comment section of wherever you're watching us from. You click on the link, it's a StreamYard link, and then you directly join us in the studio. If you're on TikTok, you can also request. I'll be happy to accept that, and then you can speak to us live from TikTok as well. All right. Let's bring Mutubi on. Hi, Mutubi. How are you doing?
Hi, Fred.
Yes, how are you doing?
Let me put on the light.
Right. What's your question?
I'm good. I am calling. Yes. I'm in Botswana.
Okay, good. Which city in Botswana? That's nice.
Gaborone. So I have a 3-year diploma in education.
Okay. Oh man.
So I want to ask, what is the entry age for the UCC? And I want to know if I'll be able to apply. You will be able to assist me to apply for an undergraduate.
Yes. So with a 3-year diploma,
and would I be admitted, because I long finished my school, my diploma, and I've been working as a teacher. No, I want to shift from teaching to a healthcare course, because I see the market and the world now is really giving people there is better on the health section.
Right. So with a 3-year qualification, since you've not graduated, so in the first place, if you had graduated from your 3-year diploma, you can apply for master's degree if you check your credit hours and it's up to 120 credit hours or above. In that case, you can use it to apply for a direct master's. However, since you mentioned that you did not graduate, it means that you have an incomplete transcript. So the incomplete transcript will serve as, you can use that to apply as a transfer. What it means is that you are transferring into a program to continue. That's how it works. And so if you're able to send us your transcript on Instagram, we'll be able to access it and be able to help you, in terms of the application. All right, let's move on to the next person. Let's talk to Jackson. Hi, Jackson. How are you doing? Please unmute your microphone and go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Fred. I'm Lewin Jackson. I think this is not the first time I'm speaking to you. I think you remember me, the student who is based in Kenya, a refugee from Burundi. Yeah,
Okay.
living in marginalized area, it was not easy. So the last time that I spoken to you, it was about the admission that I secured in the United States of America, the one of Kent State University, undergraduate scholarship and computer science.
Okay.
But because this Kent State University doesn't offer scholarship, it forced me to leave the admissions because there's no any other way or any other alternative way that I can use.
What academic?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What academic qualifications do you have?
Yeah, high school transcripts. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What academic qualifications do you have?
Yeah, I have the high school scores. Just I
Okay.
was applying for
So,
undergraduate.
all right. So when it comes to undergraduate applications, you have to understand that there are three things that could allow you to get a full scholarship. So let me break it down. So the first one is that you need to understand that not every university gives a full scholarship. And for the universities that will give you a full scholarship, they will not type on their websites that we offer full scholarship. Normally, they will say that we meet 100% of demonstrated need. That's very important. So they will say that we meet 100. That is very different from when you're applying for masters. It's very different. So for the undergraduate, they will tell you that we meet 100% of demonstrated need. So first of all, you need to look out for universities or colleges that say that they will meet 100% of demonstrated need before you put in application. So if you are going to apply to a school that do not meet 100% of demonstrated need, it means that after admission, you're not going to get them to say that they are taking care of the entire cost of attendance. That's one. The second thing is that if you get to choose these institutions, then you need to make sure that you are either having a good high school resource, or two, a good transcript, or three, a very good SAT score. So you either have a very good transcript, which will give you a higher CGPA, or you have a good WASI resource or the high school resource, or you sit for the SAT so that it gives you, an upper hand. So, for example, if you don't want to sit for the SAT, then it means that your high school results would have to be very strong, or your CGPA or your transcript would have to be very strong so that it goes beyond maybe 3.7 or 3.8. In that case, you when you're applying without the SAT, you're applying to universities or colleges that are test optional, and they will award you the what we call the presidential scholarship. Another thing is that there are a lot of universities, when you finish with the application, so when you apply to the school to get a scholarship, you either have to complete what we call the CSS profile, or what we call International Student Financial Aid Application. So when you complete this, the reason why they call it we meet 100% of demonstrated need is that any of these forms, you are trying to tell them the financial situation in terms of sponsoring your education of your parents and all that. When they take that information, then they will meet the need that you have expressed through this document. Jackson, am I making sense to you? So first of all, you need to check that: do I have a good resource? Do I have a good transcript, or am I willing to sit for the SAT in order to get a good SAT score? So for the scholarships, they are there, but the question is, do you have the documents to get the scholarships? Yeah, you understand? Because the universities are not simply handing over the scholarships to everyone, notwithstanding your results. And so if you are able to, for example, if you are from Ghana and then you have 8 A's throughout, you may not need to sit for SAT or any other scores. And you have a good transcript, you may not necessarily have to sit for the SAT. So basically, Jackson, that's how it works. So work on your transcript, work on your results, or if you want to sit for the SAT, that would be a very good way for us to be able to get a full scholarship. And we only apply to schools or universities that say that they will meet 100% of demonstrated need or give the 100% scholarship. Let me know if you have a second question.
Yeah, I have second question again. So,
Mhm.
as now I have applied for Kent State University and they offer me a scholarship, and I'm
So
decided that to read
first
it
of all,
because
first of all, applying to, they have some scholarship that they offer, but you have to
yeah,
understand that what is your financial situation. You see, getting the admission is easy. Getting admission is not a problem at all. The scholarship.
yeah,
So you have to understand that this is a university that did not say that they are going to give you 100% scholarship. You see, you don't finish with the application and later on struggle to get scholarship. From the onset, you should know how your financial situation is. That would help you decide the school you want to apply to. Do you get it? So if you think that, okay, I would have the financial capacity if the cost of attendance is, let's say, $1, maybe $20, and the school says they are going to give me $5, do I have the capacity to take care of $15? Do you get it? So if you don't, then you don't have to apply to schools that are not taking care of everything. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense, really. So
Good. All right. So let's go to another person. Let's pick somebody from TikTok. Is it Zamat? Zamat, can you hear me? You have to unmute your microphone. Hi, Zamat. Hello, Zamat. Okay, Zamat cannot hear me, so let's pick another person. And then we'll take Zamat out. Hi, Ernest.
I want to on my camera, but then it seems I'm not used to this, so I don't know.
No problem. You can go ahead. I'm listening.
Yes, so I my master's in agri science
Okay.
in Germany. Yes, so I just wanted to any general knowledge as to PhD. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So congrats on your graduation. And
Yes.
which year are you targeting?
Hopefully, if I could have the application this year, so then perhaps early next year, then.
Yeah. So obviously, you can start the preparation this year, and then by next year, the admission, the scholarship, and then the visa process will take from there. So, what's your plan? You want to work on the process from Germany, or you're going to go back home to work on the process?
No, I want to work it from here.
Okay.
Here in Germany. Yes.
So we start with the list of documents you need to put together. So obviously your bachelor's and master's degree transcript. You have to have a CV. The European CV is a little bit different from the American one. That is if you want to go to America. And then you obviously have a passport. We need to get an English proficiency letter. We need to get recommenders and all that. Then we'll sit down and look at the PhD programs we are interested in. So that's the second step. So I would suggest you have like 3 to 5 of them. Don't limit yourself to only one program. And for PhD, we need to reach out to the school. So normally I suggest people do 5 things. The first one is that when you visit any university's website, there is something that we call request information. So you need to request information on the program website. The second one is the program you want to apply to, they would have frequently asked questions on the program website, which will answer all the questions you have about maybe do you need to secure a supervisor? Do they offer scholarships? When can you apply? What is the deadline? They answer most of the questions there. So read the frequently asked questions. The next one is send an email to the HOD. You are trying to just introduce yourself and ask whether you can go ahead and apply. The reason you need to do this is that sometimes some programs are will be taken off the university system the subsequent year, and so it's being run online, and so if you don't email them, you may end up applying, and maybe the program will no longer be offered, or maybe they are sort of taking the program online. So you email the school. So I talk about request information. I spoke about reading frequently asked questions, and I'm also speaking about emailing the HOD of the program. Most of the programs also have social media platforms, so you can decide to follow their social media platform so that you get up-to-date information. The last one is if the program is organizing a webinar or info section, try and join so that you get to know how they want applications to be done and all that. Now, these 5 things will help you figure out whether you should apply to a school or not. So after going through this, it will take away some of the list of schools you have off, because some of them will see that, oh, we can offer you admission, but we can't give you scholarship. Some of them will tell you, oh, our department do not offer scholarships at all. Or sometimes they will tell you, oh, you need to secure a supervisor. And if you've not emailed a supervisor, it means that you don't have to rush to put in the application. So basically, this is some of the things I would suggest you do. I don't know if you have a second question, Ernest. Your microphone is muted. You have to unmute it. Ernest, you muted your microphone.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so Yeah, thanks for the answers. I think you've covered almost everything. I also wanted to find out about the GPA. Is it something that is so split on that?
That would obviously equally depend on the program you are applying, right? And so when you read the frequently asked questions or you do any of these things that I'm asking, then you may be able to figure out that, oh, for our department we accept CGP of 2.7 or we accept only 3.0 or above. So that's what I'm saying, that these things are a sure way of filtering through the universities to figure out the one that best suits your profile. But some of them may even have some requirements that you don't have. So for example, some of them will make maybe GRE compulsory. So if you don't have it or you are not you are not willing to sit for it, that means that such a university will be off your list. All right. All right, let's talk to another person. Let's come here on StreamYard. So if you're just joining, you're welcome. This is the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. On Saturdays, we invite individuals who have gone through the Study Abroad process so that they share the experience, their journey with you who want to go through the process. It's motivating. It makes it easier to understand, how did they even apply for the scholarship? What universities did they apply to? What were some of the challenges? How much did it cost them? How long did it take them? So on every Saturday, so next week Saturday will be coming your way. And we've also had interviews with ex-visa officers. I've invited admissions officers from various universities on. So it's a very well packed and educative session that you don't have to miss. If you know somebody who wants to study abroad, simple. Just tell them to follow the Fred Effect on all social media platforms. Our platform is the biggest when it comes to study abroad. So we are close to 200,000 on our YouTube platform at the moment. On Facebook we are more than 160,000. On X we are over 52,000. On TikTok we are over 200,000, and then on Instagram we are over 30,000. So this is the biggest study abroad content platform, and close to 10 years we have been consistent. Every day we are pulling up, right? So if you need help, just send us a direct message. We are also very responsive. It doesn't matter. There's nothing like a stupid question. It's because of the information you do not have that make it look like the process is difficult. I know some people are stressed with applying, not getting admission. There's something you're not doing right. People have information. Talk to them for help. Let's see if we can get another person. Please put on your video if you want me to bring you on. Henry, Gladys, Charity, Opoku, Edward, Abdul, Jackson, and then Ajay Button. If you want me to bring you on, you need to have your video on before I can do that. So that's it. If not, then you need to be at the backstage and listen on the various platforms, whilst people who want to ask questions will be allowed in. All right, let's Edward. Hi, Edward. Hello, Edward. Okay, Edward cannot hear me. Let's talk to another person. Hi, Derek.
Hello, friend.
How you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm okay. Why are you in the dark? Where's your light?
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm actually outside. I'm not.
No problem. I can hear you. So what's your question?
Yeah, so I've been able to go through all the processes and I've secured an interview date. And currently, I've had a couple of interviews with my.
You need to speak. You need to speak up a little bit, bro.
Yeah. Hello. Is it okay now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I said I've been able to go through all the processes and I've had a couple of virtual meetings with my graduate program coordinator, and he told me that um, he assured me of 100% funding. And the very last interview we had, he sent me a template to actually submit a GRE proposal. I've done that, but I said I haven't heard from him, and I'm a bit worried. And my interview is just next month.
So, if you have been able to secure an interview date, it means that you were able to prove to your university that you can sufficiently support your education financially. So what it means is that you can decide. So there are a couple of things, and I'm glad you've come this far. So one, you can decide to push your interview a bit far, because your program starts in August, so you don't necessarily have to rush to go for the interview if you think that waiting and securing the assistantship would increase your chances of getting the visa approved. So you can decide to, if you've not exhausted the number of times you're supposed to reschedule, then you can push your interview a bit forward. That is one. Two, you can decide to go for the interview, and most people they get their visa, and then that's when the assistantship is offered. Because for international students, a lot of professors are scared that when they offer the assistantship and you don't get their visa, now they have to go and look for a different person and all that. So if you're confident enough, it's only the assistantship is only one aspect of the interview, which is the financials. So there are a lot of things you need to do, which is prove that you're a legitimate student. You need to also prove home ties. There are a couple of things. So if you are confident enough to go for the visa interview and you get it approved, you can get the assistantship later on. And the next one is you can email the professor. Maybe the professor is not aware that this is the date you have secured. If you communicate and share your appointment confirmation, and you let the person know that, okay, if I think that I would be better prepared if I get the assistantship on my I-20, it means that they may be willing to hurriedly work on the assistantship so that you get it on the I-20 before your visa interview.
Oh, okay. All right. One more question. I also
Right.
came across a video that also stated that if I'm in this particular situation, I can also request for a letter to show that they are willing to give me that funding for the interview. Is that also one of the?
So does that mean that you provided a bank statement? I mean, I don't think it's a bad suggestion, but does that also mean that you are going to fund your education with the promised assistantship, or the assured bank statement? You see, the fact that the bank statement appears on your I-20 means that it's assured, right?
Yeah.
So when you are defending your finances, like how are you sponsoring your education? What do you plan to say? That I'm currently funding with a bank statement, but I've been assured assistantship? No, when it comes to defending your finances, you need to be certain and be willing to defend it. So if you are going to defend a bank statement, go defend a bank statement. Not that my leg is here, but my other leg is here. Nah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's nice. So congrats to Derek for securing an admission and preparing for a visa interview. Remember, the Fight Effect team has a mock interview platform. So for close to 10 years now, we've been having a visa preparation platform, which is a WhatsApp group. Now we've assisted thousands of people over the years. Now, the reason why we have that platform is because it's easy for people to connect, and especially look for interview dates and prepare for the visa interview. And this is a free platform you can join. How do you join? Just send us a message on any of our platforms that, hey Fred, I want to join your WhatsApp group. Then we will send you the link, and then you join the WhatsApp group that is solely for people preparing for visa interview. So that is basically it. So I've been through the visa interview process more than once. We have connections with ex-visa officers over close to 10 years. We've had experience assisting thousands of people to prepare, so the experience is there. So we have a structure that we give to our people who are preparing for the visa interview, which will increase their chances of getting their visa approved. Let's talk to David now. Hi, David. Your microphone is muted.
Is it okay now?
Are you the one who killed Goliath, or you are low budget David?
Not really. Maybe you might be my uncle.
You're okay.
Anyway,
so
thank you, Mr. Fred.
Is it true that you use stones, or it was gun? What was it?
Anyway, let's take it.
Oh, you don't go to Sunday school. Do you know what I'm talking about in the first place?
Of course I do.
Okay. What's your question, my brother?
Okay. I think I've been joining your platform for almost 2 years now.
Right.
But this time around, I applied for university at Canada. But I have a few questions regarding that.
All right.
So I applied to University of Gulf. And the program is
It's David. Let's educate people. It's called University Guelph.
Guelph. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I applied for Masters of Development Practice and Global Justice.
Right.
And before that, I had an encounter with the professor in charge of the program.
Mhm.
So he gave me the guidelines regarding that. And he also assured me that the program is new. Therefore, they don't have much scholarship or fully scholarship regarding that. So they'll give me a partial scholarship. But
Okay.
I've been looking at things. I need to look for other alternative to secure more fund to support the program.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now
So,
this is
okay.
my burden, you know.
All right. So have you applied or yet to apply?
I've already applied and I've paid for the application fee.
So have you gained admission yet?
Not yet, but I'm willing. I'm hoping that I'll get the admission very soon. But I need to plan ahead.
All right. So it's good you're trying something, right? And it was perfect that you spoke with the director of the program, and now they made it clear how much funding they can take care of. So now we need to assess ourselves that this is the program we want, this is the school we want, but do we have the financial capacity to support if we are being offered a 50% or a certain percentage? That is one. Two,
Okay.
you don't have to put your eggs in one basket. You just emailed a school and they've given you an assurance of the half scholarship. What it means is that if you had emailed 3, 4, 5 universities, you could get one that could see that we are taking care of everything. That's the other option. The next one is that when the professor said that the department can fund you half, remember there is departmental scholarships and there is entire university scholarships. So you can also ask that if the department gives me this 50%, is there an opportunity for me to apply to a campus-wide scholarship or assistantship to support the 50%? Do you get my point?
Sure, I do.
That's another option. And so if you get the admission and you know that this percentage, and it's good that you are preparing ahead of time. So let's figure out that apart from the departmental funding you're going to have, does University of Guelph have external scholarships or the outside the department scholarships that you can apply to support or to supplement what the department is going to offer you? I have a video that I made about, when you get admission, when you have admission with no scholarship or partial scholarship, what you should do. So in that video, I explained about 10 different pathways that you can use. I suggest you check that video up and it will help you. Let's talk to Felix. No, let's go to Felix. You need to bring your video down a little bit. Say Sam, how are you doing? You have to unmute your microphone. Hi.
I'm good. I'm good, sir.
So Sam, can you hear me?
Yes, please. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, so I come from Accra Poly. I'm having an HND and I did a top up.
Okay.
Too, but I want to do my master's in the US. But financially wise, I'm not that strong. So I'm asking if I can apply for a school that can fully fund my process for me. My fee, sorry.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, what was the CGPA for the diploma? What was the CGPA for the top up?
So with the HND, I did 3.31, and with the tech, I did 3.27.
Okay, that's nice. So, do you already have programs you are interested in?
I just want to go with something simple in code to me and work based after, because I'm looking at after the school what's next.
Let's take it one at a time. Let's take it one at a time. Definitely, after school there will be opportunities. So first of all, you have to know what you want, right? And you also mentioned that you cannot fund it, and so you're looking for scholarships, right? So
yes.
Don't focus on the after school work and stuff like that. You make things complicated for yourself. Let's start from the basis. What document can we put together now what programs are we interested in, which universities offer these programs, and then which ones are going to give us scholarship. Like let's take it one at a time like that.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
So for now, you need to put your documents together. And so you get a transcript for the 2 qualifications, the diploma and the top up. You should have a passport. You should have the certificate. You should have the English proficiency letter. Obviously, you should have a CV. And then, you start thinking about at least 3 to 5 different programs that you are interested in. If you're not very sure, you can decide to upload your transcript into any AI platform, and then just ask the same question you asked me, that my name is this person. I'm interested in applying to a master's degree in the United States. Can you review my transcript and suggest 5 master's degree programs that fit my transcript? Do you get my point?
Yeah, I do get you.
You are going to get about 10 to 5 of them, and you can decide to go through and think that, okay, does this suggestions really meet what I want to do? So you may throw some of them away and pick some of them. Now, with that same program, you can use that to search for universities that offer graduate, don't say scholarship, universities that offer graduate assistantship for these programs, right?
Okay.
It will give you a list. Once it gives you a list, then you go through what I told our brother, 5 major things. Read frequently asked questions on the university's website. Join webinars or info sections. You email the director of the program. You follow their social media platform, and then you request for information, right? If you do these 5 things, you will be able to figure out indeed which one will give, because sometimes the AI could give you some wrong names and all that, right? Once you do this review, you'll be able to understand, okay, this school will give me scholarship and for the program I selected, before you proceed with the application. Now, when you begin the application, that is when I can get opportunity to review your CV, your SOP, and stuff like that for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you some other time. Let's talk to Felicity. Let's see. All right. If you're just tuning in, you're welcome. Let's talk to Gladys. Hi, Gladys. Gladys, your mic.
Hi, Fred.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking.
Please come again.
What's your question?
Okay, my question is, I'm now searching for the schools.
So there's a bit of noise at your background. Your video is cool, but your background looks like there are kids making noise at the background, stuff like that. Is there a way you could get a quiet background so it wouldn't be disturbing to our listeners? Okay, so secure a quiet background and we can talk. All right, if you are just tuning in, you're welcome. We're still live on the Study Abroad podcast with a Fred Effect. Today, we are responding to the various questions you have about the process. Don't be shy to, there's nothing like a stupid question when it comes to this. So let's see if I can read some comments, and then I'll take more people and I'll address their questions. If you want me to pick you, please make sure your video is on. That's the only way I'll be able to pick you on live. All right. So Cecilia is saying thanks for the clarification on this question. So Deborah, you have to either type your question in the comment section, or you can use the link shared to join, and then I'll pick you live. You can ask your question. So you can join us on TikTok. You can use the StreamYard link to join us live in the studio, and then I'll be able to respond to your question. Please click on the like button if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, or X. Share so that other people can benefit from the ideas and information we are sharing as well. So Theophilus is asking, good evening, Mr. Fred. Please, why is the MSc Cybersecurity not having scholarship? It's really rare in both states and Canada. No, it's not rare. It depends on what you're looking for. So you need to look for computer science with a concentration on cybersecurity. And if you do the 5 things I talk about, the 5 things, I call it the Fred Effect strategy of securing full scholarship. Request for information, email the professor, read frequently asked questions, follow their social media, and then join their webinar as well. So B Felix, what I mentioned was that if you want to join our WhatsApp group on X, you can just send us a direct DM. The team will respond, and then we add you to the group. Erico, thank you for watching us on YouTube. Hi, Fred, good evening. I want to join your WhatsApp group. That's what I just explained. Emmanuel Sapon, I just answered your question. And then Janice is saying, please, I intend to apply for fall 2027, of which class starts in August. That is true. Which month of 2027 should I travel from Ghana to the US for my education? That would be when after your visa has been approved on your I-20. There's something we call earliest admission. That's the earliest time you can travel. Evans, I just answered your question about the WhatsApp group. Can conditional admission be changed to unconditional after meeting the requirement like course I need to take? Obviously, Seidu. Watching us on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Estelle is saying that Estelle Analyst. Okay, that's a good name on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook. I got a PhD. Nothing has been said about the funding. Then you have to say something about the funding. So you need to email the supervisor you have been assigned to or the HOD of the program to ask about it. Did you even ask about the funding before applying in the first place? So if you did, then you know how their funding system is going to work. Justin Anderson, you said you want to be on. Please use the link I'm sharing on the comment section. We click on it. You can join us directly, or you can also join us on TikTok. Type your questions in the chat. I'll be able to read and respond to them. Daniel is asking on YouTube, please, is there a way to get scholarship for an online program if you want to study abroad but stay in your country? Yes, some programs offer a percentage of the tuition. I got admission to a university in the US. I want to know how to get a loan. Which loan do you want to apply to? Is it Empower? They have a structure or a video you can follow to directly apply. Please, what are the documents I would need in my postgraduate application? I'm graduating this year, and what's the best time to do the application? If you're graduating this year, the best time to start will be in August. Most universities will open their portal for admissions or for applications in August and September. That is for the fall 2026, fall 2027, and spring 2027 admissions. Emmanuel is asking, please, my school is barely 6 years old, which get me concerned about chances of funding. I am in my final year with CGP of 3.7. I aim for high university in Maine and Illinois. What do I do? When you say it's barely 6 years old, what does it mean? Is that your university that you are attending right now? If you can clarify that, I'll be very happy. I am a nurse. How do I get scholarship in the USA or Germany? So Paul, what program do you want to apply to? When you say you are a nurse, what qualifications do you have? Is it a diploma? Are you aiming at a bachelor's degree, or you have a bachelor's and you're aiming at a master's degree? Emmanuel Abdo, thank you for tuning in as well. So now let's talk to Felicity. Hi, Felicity, please unmute your microphone and go ahead. Please go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, good evening. Just a quick one. I've been considering public health in Canada.
You know something? There is echo coming from your background. It's a bit noisy at your background. Is it possible you could secure a quiet location? That would be super helpful. All right, let's move on. Please share the link so that other people can join in and also ask their questions as well. If you want to be allowed on, please put on your video. Teresa, if you're ready, then we can put you on. Hi, Teresa.
Hi.
What's your question?
Yeah, please. My question is, I'm a BSc Public Health Specialty Disease Control. I applied to University of.
Can you please be stable so we talk? Can you please be stable?
Come again?
Yeah, I want you to be stable. Looks like you're moving all around. Can you be stable so we can talk?
All right, please. My question is, I'm a public health officer, specialty in disease control, BSc
Right.
Public Health, and I wanted to further my master's degree in US. Actually, I started with University of Alberta, but I didn't get admission with a GPA of 3.17.
Okay.
And University of Michigan to Flint, I didn't get admission. And then I want to channel my master's in higher education and student affairs, and I want to know if it's the best way for me to do that.
So applying and not getting admission might mean that you're probably doing something wrong. So is it possible that we could take a look at the document you've been using for the application? If you said that you got admitted and was not able to get scholarship, that would have been a different thing. It means that we probably have to look at your statement of purpose. We probably have to review your SOP and all that. So if you could share the transcript and other documents with us, then we could review it for you, because we need to refine that for the application. You don't have a problem with applying. Your problem is what document or how your documents look like, even how you name your documents when applying. So if you're able to refine that, I think it would rather increase our chances of, it doesn't matter whatever program you want to move into. That's absolutely fine.
Oh, okay. So
can you repeat that?
resume and SOP.
No, you send us your transcript. You start with the transcript, and then we'll let you know the other documents you need to send us. So if you do that, we'll take it one step at a time. But at least you applying and not getting in, you've gotten some ideas and information about the application itself. So it means that working on, yes, so it's not being a wasted effort. It has taught you something, even though it has not been successful. So let's continue pushing from there. All right, let's talk to Samuel. Hi, Samuel, how are you doing? Hello, Samuel. Okay, Samuel seems to have an unstable connection. Let's see if we can talk to another person. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Mr. Fred. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, please. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm okay. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, so please, I have an offer in Masters of Public Administration at Illinois Institute of Technology.
Right.
Though they don't have enough funding, and I have tried sending emails to the department, that's the Start Business School, but unfortunately they don't have enough funding for students. So I still did submit my the financial documents for the I-20, which I have now, and I have booked for my interview date. Now my question is, the cost of attendance is 60,198, and I did submission of documents of about $297,000 plus dollars. Yes, which covers everything like a surplus. So I want to ask that, do I stand a higher chance of getting the visa to enter? Then also, will I be able to change to a different school? Because I learned I could transfer to a different school, which I will get enough funding and all that. I'm on the WhatsApp platform though, but I just wanted to speak to you one-on-one before.
So let's respond to your question. So first of all, congrats on your admission and being able to secure some funding as well. So the chances of securing the visa would highly depend on the level of preparation you put in. There are already some students who had similar admission, similar funding, and then they were also able to submit a financial statement and they've got their visa approved. So the approval is not solely based on the type of funding or the surplus that is on your bank statement or anything like that. The finances which you've clearly been able to satisfy based on the school releasing your I-20 is one of them. You need to be able to prove home ties. You need to be able to prove that you're a genuine student. Are you going to a genuine school? So, MPA, I did MPA, good program. You're going to a good institution. So the focus will be on putting in a lot of preparation in terms of the visa interview. How do you establish home ties? How do you clearly communicate how you're funding your education, the financial support you have from the school, how did you secure it, plus the the bank statement, who is the sponsor, what does he do, how are you going to make sure that 2 years of the education, the fund is going to flow and all that. So if you're able to clearly prepare very well, and normally I advise people to be interview fit, the word from Ethical Fitness, such that you are not necessarily preparing to respond to a certain question, but you are preparing such that no matter how the question, where the question comes from, you'll be capable to respond to them. So that is it. So when it comes to, yes, transferring to a different school, you can only transfer if you already have admission to that school. So yes, if you gain an admission to another school, you can transfer, but that is when you hold an admission letter to that institution. All right, you have a second
And
question?
also, yes, please. So I did the transition from, actually, I have a diploma in mass communication and journalism, and I also
Right.
do have a bachelor's degree in marketing. So I diverted from all these to do the MPA. And I did that because I currently volunteer with an NGO. So would it really matter to the visa officer why I'm switching, or does it still come on how I'm going to answer to that question?
I'm glad you are thinking in that angle, because one of the best ways to be able to prove you're a good student is when you show a progression, like what you studied, what do you do now, and what you're going to do, and what you will do after you graduate from your program. So yes, now you have a strong point, because if you have been able to write a statement of purpose that has been able to convince a board of admission officers who are professors that I have this background, I currently do this is my CV, but I qualify to be admitted into a public administration program. Then when you read that SOP, you should be able to convince one visa officer that, yes, you are fit for that. So if you've been able to convince a group of professors, that should sound in. So go back and read your SOP. What did you actually write in there that was able to convince them to be able to believe it in you, to give you the admission to, pursue that program in the first place? And that will be enough to convince a single visa officer. All right, let's talk to another person. Thank you for coming on, Teresa. We have done an hour and over, but we are still responding to your questions. If you do have a question on TikTok, request, we'll be happy to approve you. You can type your questions in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching us from. Where are you tuning in from? Click on the like button. This is super helpful. It helps the platform to recommend it to other people. This live session will still be live on all our platforms, so you can rewatch them, benefit from the information we are sharing. Hi, Nana. Nana, how are you doing? Hello, Nana, can you hear me?
I'm doing great, Mr. Fred.
Yeah, please go ahead with your question.
Yes, please, I can.
Yes, go ahead with your question.
Okay. So, Mr. Fred, I wanted to ask, I recently had an offer from the University of Reading, but they gave me UK actually.
Right.
So, they gave me,
Bro, there's a bit of disturbance. Can you be stable so that we can hear you? Let's talk to another person, then we come back to Nana K. Hi, Samuel. Please unmute your microphone and go ahead.
Mr. Fred, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So my question is, I'm applying to a master's in educational psychology in George Mason University, and on the application website, I noticed that for fall semester, the priority deadline is April, and there will be an application on August if there's no space. That is what is on the application portal. And I wanted to know, I tried emailing the program coordinator to know when the application will be opening for the fall semester. So, but I've not been getting any feedback from them. So I just wanted to ask, since you have been on this journey for quite a while.
Oh man, our brothers.
Hello?
But your network is not helping. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you, but your network is not
So
helping.
the thing is, I'm applying to educational psychology at John Mason University. On the application portal, the priority deadline ends on April, right? And
Mhm.
I want to know when the application will be starting for fall semester. I tried emailing the program coordinator to know about when they will be opening the application for fall semester, but I've not been receiving any feedback from them. So I just wanted to ask, since we have been on this journey for quite a while now, maybe you have any idea about when that particular application will be opening.
So the admission, the overview of the program, the admission policy. So and I was trying to see if I could put that information. So did you say the application portal or the website of the university? Which one?
Pardon?
Oh man, brother, your network is
Yeah,
not helpful.
but I didn't catch the last.
All right, let's speak another person. Nanaki, can you hear me now?
Yes, please. I can.
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. So please, I got University of Reading, and they gave me how should I put it? Okay, in a way, a mini sponsorship.
Mhm.
Like they deducted it by £2,000.
Okay.
So I wanted to know, speaking of the Empower, is it applied to only USA or maybe UK? UK can also, if you are attending school at UK, you can also apply for that Empower loan or something. And if you get there before you can, how you are in the Empower loan.
So normally the Empower loan apply for country, and on the web they have the program you selected also falls in there.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Please, and one more question. With the proof of funds also, if you want to show them your proof of funds, is it only restricted to your close relatives, or you can use your uncle's bank statements too?
You're talking about getting the cash, right?
Yes.
That will specifically depend on the university, and so you need to you need to know the requirements. So some universities would accept a personal statement, and that's what most people use. So that requirement differs from university to another university. All right, so that is key. We've done over an hour. Thank you for tuning in. We'll draw the curtains here. As you can see, I'm not really feeling well today, but we're able to pull through. And I have these glasses on. For those of you asking, I have these glasses on because my eyes are swollen today, and so I just wanted to use the glasses to cover my swollen eyes. And it's a Saturday, so whether we are feeling good or not, we have to pull through and then deliver as well. So thank you for tuning in. If you have other questions, please send us a message on any of our social media platforms. We'll be happy to respond to them. If you want to join the Fred Effect social WhatsApp group, send us a private message on Instagram, TikTok, X, or Twitter. Any platform that you send us a message, we'll be happy to respond to it. Unfortunately, there are some individuals who are downloading our videos and using our images to, extort money from people. So please be careful. Just over the week, I spoke with a lady who had sent some amount to somebody pretending to be the Fred Effect. Please be careful. And so so that you don't fall prey to that. We continue to offer the best assistance to individuals who are interested in studying abroad. If you know somebody who has this vision of studying abroad, tell them the Fred Effect will be the person will be in capable hands if they contact the Fred Effect. So we have collaborations with AgoVisa. AgoVisa is a team of ex-visa officers, and they can assist you to prepare for your visa interview, including reviewing your DS-160 for you. Use the link I'm sharing on the screen to schedule a one-on-one session with the Argo Visa team. And if you need help with your process, to send us your transcript on any of our platforms, we'll be happy to assist you on that. This is the link you can use to schedule a one-on-one session. We also assist with a payment. So if you want to pay visa application fee, if you want to pay service fee, enrollment deposit, your application fee, send us a direct message. We'll quickly assist you with a payment as well. It's been a great session. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for asking such insightful questions. Some of these questions challenged my mind, and then it brings the best out of me as well. And always thank you for subscribing and following our platforms for the good ideas and information we share about studying abroad. What I need you to do is that you are also capable of studying abroad. It is possible. You can do it. I need you to be positive and understand that everything will be fine. Please, take care of yourself. We'll meet next week.